So, hello everybody. Welcome to Introduction to Python Programming. So, if possible, can everybody go ahead and create a new GitPod interface? If you forgot how to create a new GitPod, you can just by clicking the link and write it on the whiteboard. We're gonna have a small competition of some programming challenges, a couple programming challenges actually, to see who can solve them first. But for now, be sure to go to bit.ly. Oops. /git pod 1. Go click on that, go type that link, and you should be presented with a new GitPod interface. Once you find the new GitPod interface, go and create a file called the bean_counting.py. bean_counting.py. And once you're ready, you can wait a little bit for other people while we're going to get ready to start it as our mini competition.
What are we doing?
Go ahead, create a new GitPod interface by go to...
Again?
Yes. We are always going to create a new GitPod interface for each class. You could use a or if you want to, you can use a previous one if you want to.
bean/count.py.
bean_counting.py.
Oh, okay.
All right. So once you guys did it, okay, so we'll see who can solve the first. Let's solve the first, maybe gonna get some prize. All right.
Excuse me?
Yep.
How do you create a GitPod again?
GitPod,
bit.ly/gitpod1.
go to that link. Yes. That link, and then this should create one for you. Let me take a look.
I went to the link, but it just took me to my workspaces. It did not take me.
Yeah, same. I can't find the bean_counting.py thing.
You need to create a file. Okay. Vera, could you share your screen?
Yeah. Okay, can you see my screen?
Yes. It's not git.ly, it's bits. First of all.
Oh, yeah.
Wait, where do you type in the bean counting? Do you like create a new folder or is it?
Yeah, you create a new file. There you go.
Oh, okay.
There you go. Now you should be able to see the file. I mean, not see the file, a new interface. You can create a file called bean_counting.py. You can imagine this is our short warm-up question, but also a mini competition with maybe some award. That's sponsored by me. All right. bean_counting.py.
For some reason, I can't type. Oh, now it works.
We are very official to have sponsors.
I'm the only sponsor, maybe. All right. Okay. Let's see. All right. Okay, so it's okay. So whoever want to, so please go create a file whether you want to join this competition or not, because it's a simple practice. I'm going to give
What
you
is the
10
file
minutes.
called?
bean_counting.py. We're gonna create whatever file name that just makes more sense. I mean,
No video Kessler.
all right, 1 second. So this is gonna test your ability on stuff. I mean, on Python. So like, how do you know how to write a function using arguments, using return statements, using loop, maybe condition as well. All right, let me go and share my screen. So nobody start typing yet, okay? Don't start type yet. I will set a timer, then you can start. Here is the code, and whatever is inside the triple quotation mark at the description. You are going to implement this function, the couple functions that is on the board, on the screen. Read the description first and tell me if you have any question. Don't type anything yet. Does anybody have any question at all? Okay, if there's no question, I'm going to go ahead and create a new paste bin. All right, I'm going to go ahead and create a new paste bin. Since sometimes Zoom's copy and paste doesn't work. So I'm just going to copy the code to here. Python, paste. All right, so here is a code. You can copy and paste the starter code into the file you created. And once you are ready, and go ahead and paste the code. Does I send the paste bin in the chat? Wait 1 second. And let me go ahead and get a timer set up. We're gonna start with 10 minutes. 10 minutes. One zero zero zero. Okay. All right. So if you have any question, feel free to ask anytime within this 10 minutes period. Otherwise, this competition going to start now. All right, good luck to all of you. If you have any questions, feel free to let me know. Once you're finished, go ahead and just send your code to me, okay?
Wait, is it just in your mind, or can you use like help, like websites?
Oh, yeah,
Wait,
one
what
more
is the
thing.
question?
You cannot use in Google for this. You cannot search for anything. How to use the knowledge I try to know. Because
What
should
are
be
we
good
supposed
enough.
to do?
So what
What?
are we doing?
You're writing code. You're writing competition. I mean, not writing competition. So just solving the function. You guys should have a paste bin, okay? Paste bin link. Click on it. Copy the code. Paste it into Git pod. Create a file and paste it into the Git pod, and that have the problem description of what you need to do for each of these functions. Once you finish, send it to me. Whoever is first complete these two functions correctly will receive some sort of award, I guess. Yeah, basically.
I don't see any instructions.
Should be included on the paste bin as well. These are the instructions. These 2 lines are actually the instructions.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Thanks.
So we're
It's
supposed to type things in there?
Yeah, you should just copy the source, the paste bin, and then paste it, and then you can also test if your code works or not. Yeah, that's basically what you need to do. Justin, go ahead and go to the link I'm gonna send you in the chat. And this should let you create a new workspace. Otherwise, you can use Replit instead as well.
There's some errors there's some errors in that there's some errors in the code.
There should be no error with the initial code. Not as far as that I can think. Should be no error with the initial code. Yeah. I'll let you add something to it.
It's still not working.
Okay, did you add your code? Did you add your own code or you just copy them from paste bin? You should only try to recopy the code from paste bin.
Recopy the code from Pastebin.
Yeah, and just delete everything, recopy the code from paste bin. Just the code, nothing else. We're gonna post the initial code in the chat as well. These two functions should take you roughly about 10 minutes to implement maximum. At least I hope. Here's the code. Shouldn't give you any error. Yeah, it shouldn't give you any error. All right, we have 6 more minutes. Okay, after finish, just copy the code and send it privately to me in the chat. Thank you. All right, we have 1 more minute. All right, got 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. So it turns out we have one with the correct solution. All right, we have one with the actual correct solution. So let me go share my screen. Before I tell you who that is, does anybody want to share their code? Does anybody want to share their code of how did they implement these 2 different functions? Anybody want to share their code? Does anybody want to share their code? All right, well, if no, I'm going to share my code. Here is how my code looks like. The answer to the bean counting. All right. So be prepared, be able to interpret these 2 functions. I will go ahead and randomly choose two people with the participant and tell me what happened within the code. Because one of the most important thing you need to learn in this kind of programming is not just ability to write code, but ability to read code as well. Okay. And I'm just gonna using computer and choose 2 random person among the participants. By the among the participant. So right now I have chance to read the code that I have. Since nobody want to share their code, so here's my code. And I would choose 2 random people to tell me what is count B's function doing and what is count char's function doing. So be prepared. So you can take a few minutes to read the code while I choose some two random person from the chat, from the participant. Rina, do you have any question or?
Yes, I noticed a tiny mistake in the code. In count equals 0 for I in char. I think it should be for I in string.
Yeah, you're right. I don't know why I write that. Good job. Great job. I literally on the solution like midnight, but good job. Yep, that's a mistake. Oh yeah, by the way, maybe you cannot see the screen is fixing because I paused the screen sharing. So if you didn't see the code, I already fixed the code. Thanks you for telling me. And that's why I feel like something's wrong, but I don't know where. Good job. How many people are there? So 17. Okay. Random. 17.
There's actually 18 people.
No, there is one official TA actually. So actually, let me just do 1 through 19. 4, 0, 1, 2.
Wait, there's an official.
There is official. Okay. Nobody talk. Andrew, you are the first. All right. Don't move yet. Everybody don't unmute themselves. Don't unmute themselves. Everybody unmute, please, because you're gonna mess the order on my participant. Thank you very much. And David, Shen, you are going to be set. I don't think nobody has the same name as you. So David and Andrew. So Andrew, you're going to tell me what his count B's function is, and then David, you're going to help me to understand what his count charts function is. Okay. So Andrew, if you're ready, feel free to unmute yourself and let me know what's this function on me. And feel free to use annotate feature if that helps.
He's like for the B section.
So just explain what this function is doing. How did it accomplish a step? So tell me what is basically whoever wrote this code, which is me, what's my think process on solve this code, on solving this question based on what code I wrote. So what does code exactly do? Line by line.
Can someone else go? Can someone else?
No. Why don't you? Is there anything that you don't particularly understand?
Count equals 0.
So don't understand what am I doing here?
Uh-huh.
Okay. Anything else you don't understand?
Count plus equals 1.
Okay. Anything else?
I think those two are.
Okay. So for the count equals 0, so what do you mean by you don't understand? You don't understand what is count, or why do I need to create count?
Yeah, why do you need to create count equals?
Because it stores how many B's.
Okay.
All right. So this is just a variable. All right. For now, I'm just going to explain this as a variable. You don't know what's a purpose for it just yet, though you could somehow guess it. Count plus 1 just means add 1 to the count. So basically, if count is 0, then count's going to be 1. If count is 1, then count going to be 2. Or just add 1 to count. Okay. So Andrew says now you know. So did I explain clearly what are these two lines for? Line 5 and line 9. Do you still have any issue with these? Line 5 and line 8 actually.
No.
No. All right. So could you chain everything together? So could you explain now what are exactly this function doing? Just now you should be able to know all the code that I have. Andrew? Yeah.
Yeah. I don't. Well, I don't want to go.
I mean, this is the way that I can test whether you understand or not. Because I'm not sure how many people volunteer. That's why I'm forcibly calling people. And I want you to be able to understand what's happening here. You shouldn't. You should not just have ability to write code, but you should also have ability to read other people's code. All right. Is there anybody want to help out? Was Andrew? Anybody volunteer to go? Yes, Rena.
Okay, so first we set count to 0. And for I in strings, so like you have to make I lowercase, and you have to check if I equals B. And if it is B, then you add 1 to count. And then you replace count equals 0 with however many B's are in the string.
Okay, so there's a few questions I want to point out. First of all, what is this for I in string doing? So you didn't really explain it, just read it. Could you tell me what is this for I in string is exactly doing? So for example, what is I? What is exactly I?
I think I is in like every character in the string or something.
Yes, it means every character. All right. Could you explain what is happening here again? You have the lowercase for each iteration of character. So for example, if the string is hello, so each time it's just gonna be I, it's gonna be H, it's gonna be E, it's gonna be L, and again L, and it's gonna be O. All right. And then, so now if I'm checking if this H, so for example, this letter lowercase is B, what's exact happened here? What does count plus equals 1 mean?
So it means like every time that I equals B, then you add 1 to count.
All right, sweet. Great job. Great job. That's exactly what this function do. Andrew, do you understand what this function do now?
Yeah.
Could you explain it in your own word? Now you know how Rena did it. Could you try to paraphrase it and try to explain it to us again?
Okay. All right. So count equals 0 means we're starting off with 0 I's or something. And for every I in the string, if I is lower or it equals B, and every time it detects we have a B, it count adds 1 to the count, and then you're gonna return the counts.
Okay. All right. So again, you have a couple of issues to point out. It's a great job of trying to say it, but first of all, line 6, what's happening here is you're just loops through each character in a string. For example, string is hello. Each time I is gonna be H, then it's gonna be E, then it's gonna be L, then it's gonna be L again, it's gonna be O. All right. And then either lower, just change the letter to lowercase. For example, if you have a string like all cap hello, it's just going to turn them to lowercase and compare with a B. All right, and then adds 1 to it. Good job. All right, David, are you here?
Hello.
Okay, David, could you explain what is second function doing? Since now you've probably heard of what is first function, do you want to explain what a second function doing? What is second function doing?
So the second function, so it starts at count equals to 0 because the first one is going to be 0 before you go run through the string. And then after that, it says for I in the string, if the I is lowercase, then that means the character is lower, and then you get another count. So then you just add 1 for every time the character is lowercase. And then return count.
Okay. So so good job on trying to try to explain what's happening to the code. So you're right for I in string, so looping through every character in a string, and then here we call I as every character. So is this function. So who can tell me the difference between count chars and count beats? What's the difference between them? What's the difference between count beats and count chars?
Would chars
Okay, I'm gonna
multiple letters and then beats just like one letter?
not exactly. If you read this, read the problem description. Okay, if I underscore is maybe it's not readable, but read this problem description. Tell me what's the difference.
Because maybe char, you get an input, whatever char is, and B is just B, and you can't change what B is. And char, you can input whatever char is, and you can change it and stuff.
Right. So the string will just this count bees will only count how many bees, while this count chars be able to let user input both of the string that they want to check and the char that they want to count, how many chars they want to count. And so now in case the user type like a uppercase H, while it's all lowercase hello, maybe I'll just change all these to lowercase and add count, add 1 to the count, and then return count at the end. Okay. So good job to all these volunteers and to David and Andrew.
Cheers.
Yeah. Kind of, but thank you for responding to these questions. Does anybody have any questions about how do we tackle this? Anybody have any questions about how do we tackle this?
I don't really get the thing about the count B and char.
Okay, which function didn't you get?
I didn't get what like char.
Count chars?
Yeah.
So you know what is count B?
Yeah.
Okay, so count B, here's the difference. Count B is just gonna get you return how many B is in a string that's user provide. While count chars, it's not necessarily B. It's user gonna input, user gonna provide two things. One is just an ordinary string, like in count B's. One, the character that they want to check. That's why we have a char here. All right, so let me show a demonstration. Maybe that's gonna be easier. One second. Okay, so for example, count B's. So for example, I have a string called banana. You guys are going to return 1 because B only exists one time in banana. But if I want to say count chars, notice this time I need to provide two things. One is string that I want to check, one's a character that I want to check. Because this time we're not checking B, we're checking certain characters that the user provide. For example, I want to check how many A's are in banana. 3 A's in banana.
Oh, I see. So for B's, it just counts the B's, but for chars, you can pick any character to ask the computer to find the number of those characters in the word?
Yes.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you.
No problem. All right. So I would like to go ahead and congratulate Serena, who completed and the only one completed, frankly, who and submitted to me. Maybe there's more people completed, but just don't want to share it to me. But Rena is the first one to complete this, these two functions correctly. I will ask you a few questions about your award. Type it in the chat. All right. Since we don't have actual sponsorship, I'm not going to do these chats really often. But okay. All right. So does anybody else have any question? Okay. Well, if there's no question, Then we are going to go ahead and proceed from that. Let me go ahead and share a new screen. And here is what I want to ask. Here's a question prompt, and all of you can respond to this after I write the question, of course. All right. Let me ask you this. Why do you learn Python? Can anybody tell me why do you learn Python? So you guys can all annotate on this whiteboard. Let me double check, see if I have that checking enabled. Yep, all of you can annotate. So you don't have to write incomplete sentence, just write a phrase of why do you learn Python, since there might be not enough space for all responses. All right, because it's fun. All right, because it's fun. Why do you learn Python? Is there specifically things that you want to build with it? Try to write it smaller because, I mean, we'll try to fit all responsive to here. And so you can hack.
It's fun and big brain.
Okay. You can hack into people's accounts, commonly using everyday technology, right? Okay. Well, you really cannot. Depends if you really want to do that, Rena. But I mean, sure. It's practically the future. Not exactly, but you could say that. I mean, nobody knows what's going to happen. Programming is one of the field that's evolved so fast. Steal private information. Okay.
Another reason is another reason is basically it's as fun as building Legos.
Okay. All right.
And also this very set is $300 now on Amazon.
Okay. All right.
They're just flexing.
Okay. Because you can. All right. Well, somebody actually
Wait.
Wait.
Just quick question. Who plays Among Us?
Because I can.
Andrew plays Among Us.
Who plays Among Us?
Among Us.
Maybe. Are you thinking we should play Among Us in this game in this class or something?
We can make it like Among Us, we can make it like Among Us, like a.
Okay. We can
Clone.
talk about that maybe at the end of the class. But for now, let's go and respond to this prompt. Why do you learn Python? I'm gonna wait for a couple more responses. They're gonna move on.
You don't really use code to fix your computer if it breaks. You kind of have to throw the computer away and grab a new one.
Well, yeah, I guess. I also make video games. Yep, you can make video games in Python. All right. Thank you for all of your responses. And now I'm gonna turn the annotate to be able to annotate a feature. Okay, never mind. I'm gonna turn it back on. Are you gonna still annotate? We're a cool company. All right, you can keep annotating. Write your thought down, Vera. Arena.
Wait, are we doing a Kahoot today?
If we have time, then yes. If we have time, then yes. All right. Okay. Create Microsoft. All right.
That's too many reasons.
All right. Create Microsoft. Sure. I mean,
Sure.
We never know. Nobody knows.
Take down Microsoft.
So fix your computer if it breaks. Well,
I'm just saying blue kind of sus.
Excuse me, I don't have the option to annotate.
I know.
Okay, now I turn it off.
They disabled it.
Yeah, now I turn it off because I want to do something else. Sorry about that. I could turn it back. You could share with the class. You can just unmute and let us know if you want to prefer to doing that.
Okay. Well, you could use Python for generating random things like numbers.
Yep. For example, if you're playing Monopoly and you cannot find the dice, you can use Python to generate two random number and add as a dice.
Yeah.
Yeah, that just a
Wait,
part of what Python.
Can you just if you can't find your dice in Monopoly, can you just go on Google and click like a dice game?
I mean, we could.
That's
Either
very-
way, behind the hood is probably implemented like in Python. All right.
Well,
Anyway,
wait, I'm just asking. At the end of the class, is there Kahoots?
I'm actually,
If we have time.
yeah, if we
Or
have
can we
time.
play a game of Among Us?
Well, okay, we'll see. Okay.
We're not gonna play Among Us today, dude. We can make a clone of Among Us and then we can play that. But
Oh my God,
I'm
you
just
kids.
saying.
Okay.
You can kind of
Okay. Everybody just calm down. Okay. All right. Well,
Ooh.
either way.
I
we'll
swear
see.
I
Maybe
never
we
get
can make
the
an Among Us in
imposter.
Python. Who knows? All
I
right.
got the imposter. Like.
Oh God, who mentioned this Among Us idea? Okay.
I
I
think
got 11.
Blair.
I got imposter 11 times straight today.
Okay, everybody's on mute right now.
I don't believe that.
If you
Everybody's on
don't
mute.
believe me, I even recorded it.
Everybody is on mute. Okay, great. Okay, finally, let's go back to Python. If I have time to talk about Among Us in the last 5 minutes of class, maybe. Okay. If we have time, that is. Okay, let's go take a look. The second question I have for you guys today is, what do you think Python is used for?
Basically, everyday life. You can use it to code. You can use it to create website. You can use it to add on to websites. You can use it to create games. You can use it to add mods to the game. It's really everyday life on social media. You can add more things to social media. It's basically everyday life.
it's called stuff.
There are 4 main points of why Python is used for real world industry. So think about real world, how Python is used.
Business.
Protect your math.
No, that's not
Business.
real. Nobody really dealing with math and really entrepreneur, but
I
they
said
use a
business.
calculator, maybe TI-80 for graphing calculator.
Business.
Business, that's way too general. What kind of business? For a job.
Industrial business.
Like Google business, like software business.
Okay, so I'm trying to go to more specific. How could you create something using Python? You cannot create a company with Python. There's no code that you can write that you can create. They can guarantee you to create a company like Google.
You can have an app create. You can have like a company create an app using Python.
App. Define what do you mean by mobile apps? Because what kind of app it is?
I guess like any app, like.
Okay. So you're referring to mobile app where Python's run out specialized in mobile app. If you want to do that, you could learn JavaScript or more native language such as Java, /Kotlin, or Swift. Okay. But that's not what Python is really mainly used for. Again, there are 4 specific features what Python's used for. And Kessler mentioned one already.
It's easy to use.
It's what Python, why we learn Python. But what is Python used for? So like something that we can build with Python, basically. Yeah, that's probably making more clear. And Kessler already mentioned one. All right, in his social media knowledge or something. Kessler mentioned one. See if he can guess which one this. There are 4 features. All right, okay. Yes, the first one is, yes, we have, yep, good job to David and Sarah, who I apparently didn't pay attention to the chat. But yes, we have artificial intelligence / machine learning. It's Python. That's one of the growing field of computer programming in general. We also have data science. That's another, so manipulate with status. That's also another field. Coding is not really specific enough. So what kind of coding? So what can you build with Python? What kind of build with Python? Not robotic. Robotics not commonly used. Not at least I can think of. I did some of my own research, and I don't think Python's really used in robotics. Maybe it is, but maybe mostly I don't think used in a lot of real world. Machines, what kind of machines? Software dev. What kind of software? you gotta be a little bit more specific than that. Yes, Rena mentioned another one, websites. That's so web development. It's another growing field for Python. All right. Can anybody think of the last one? It's somehow related to websites. Not sure have you guys heard of it, but somehow related to website. No, it's not advertising. Good guess though. Not shopping. Not graphics. Does anybody heard of this movie making? No, Ethan, Google.
Hey, they use Google to make Python. They use Python to make the Google website.
Web scraping. These are the four main were. Web scraping basically is grab information directly from a website. All right. Sometimes that is illegal under federal laws. You can send this to prison if you do that sometimes. Not necessarily plagiarizing. It's not exactly. It's more for security reasons, because then you can think that a hacker can just test your password 1,000,000 times. So that's why you will see a what's that called? The Google Verify thing. You have to click on the checkbox before continue. I still forgot what that called, but you must click on that. That's just checking, is this controlled by a bot? Because web scraping, sometimes you can just think in script information, sometimes you can also think fill out information. All right. Okay. All right. So these are the four main fields. And of course, for most of you can guess it, we're not going to be able to take a look at all of them. We are going to take a look at web development and web scraping. All right. There was also those of you who took some of my prior classes. Great, because it's going to be really helpful. But I'm going to make sure that I don't create redundant projects. Though that's not going to guarantee, but I hope I don't create redundant projects. All right, let's see. Okay, let's see. Okay, so I think we just forgot about the break. So I guess we'll go ahead proceeding with the break time. We're going to come back at 5 o'clock. So 5 o'clock p.m. Pacific Standard Time.
See ya.
See ya, Kessler. Or yeah.
See ya, Kessler.
See ya.
All right. Have a great break.
I never get imposter. I'm sad.
Wait, Ethan?
Yeah. Oh, I need to be co-host. I need to ask the teacher something. I need to be
Hey,
co-host.
Ethan.
Yeah, what? What?
What do you do when you're imposter?
I kill everybody.
No, like a strategy, like a strategy. How do you still kill people without getting caught?
I stay in the vents a lot. Hey,
I sabotage lights so nobody can see me. Kill
All right, for those of you who have any questions, feel free to post in the chat now or unmute yourself. Unmute yourself. Now you guys should be able to unmute yourself, unless you can't, which is sad, but you should be able to unmute yourself. We'll type the question in the chat. We'll begin the we'll begin the latter part of this class in just about 1 minute or so. All right. All right, welcome back. Welcome back. So can some of you try to unmute yourself if it works? All right, there you go. All right, good, it works. Just in case I was gonna get a message before I went out, I just mute everybody. So sorry about that if you want to ask me any question, but still chat is open to me. If you want to, you can post anything in the chat. Okay, so in the first part, we talk about some of the coding challenge, specifically the bank counting and what is Python for. So now let's turn our eye into how to develop a dynamic website using Python. And specifically, we're going to take a look at this idea, which is called modularization, which is a fancy word that's probably, I made this up, but this basically is turn everything you write, turn every script in Python into a module. Does anybody know what exactly is a module? Does anybody want to guess what exactly is a module? Anybody want to guess what exactly is a module?
It's a Python file.
Yes, it can be a Python file. In fact, it most likely a Python file. Good job. And it can be, so that's, yep. So basically this modularization is the idea that everything can be imported and exported. So it's encouraged collaboration between developers, all right, Python developers. So for example, we talk about some modules. Can anybody tell me what are some modules that's being used? Maybe, so like, have we talked about import statements? Yep, random. So random is a module that is built into Python. Maybe the string module as well. Notice we want to use anything, including these two and maybe more, you need to type import. Random string. Okay. So now let's take a look. How can we develop dynamic website using Python? So let me go ahead and share my screen. bit.ly/get-part1. Let's go. And then let me go ahead and share the screen. I have the code in it. And then let's go and wait for this page to load. And then we can go and start talking about module. So a module is going to use is called Flask. All right, Flask. Flask is a module that's going to use to build. So Flask is also a common web framework to build micro web application using Python. All right. So what I want you to do now is I want you to go and create a file called this app.py. App.py. Okay. And then here I want to type this. From Flask, import Flask. Notice it says unresolved import. So what you need to do is you will, in the terminal, you type pip install Flask, uppercase F. Now go wait a while. Once finished, now it's finished installing it. Okay. So notice the error still didn't gone, but as soon as you did this step, you pip install Flask, it should work. To check whether you installed it correctly or not, here you can just type Flask. And then if you be able to see some like the command that's popping up, then you are pretty good.
Do we need to use the other folders?
What do you mean by the other folders?
The folders on top.
No. Ignore
Okay.
these two folders. Ignore the PyCache and SIA.
Okay.
All right. And then to check whether you really installed correctly, you can just type Flask app.py. I mean Python app.py. Didn't see any error, then that means you installed it correctly. All right.
It's glitching.
Yeah, I don't know why. So I apologize about that. I'm not sure why that happens. Yeah, we're gonna play Kahoot today, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Everybody's happy, great. If you had to play Among Us, where Kahoot, which one would you choose? Among Us, obviously. Okay. All right.
Either way, I'm happy.
Okay.
Yeah, same.
All right. What?
Oh, I'm just
Oh,
happy. I'm just happy if we can play or like stuff.
Okay. All right. Good. All right. Unfortunately, I'm not gonna be able to play this with you guys since I already played this with the last session, but hopefully I will get a chance to play.
I mean, like, I do have another Kahoot.
How long is that Kahoot?
It's 10 questions.
It's Kahoot named Python assessment.
No, it's called Duplicate of Python Hangman Review.
Is that the one you mentioned that some concepts haven't learned yet?
Let me see.
Probably it is. Okay. Anyway,
Let me check.
that
Well,
after
something-
this, you will type app equals to Flask parenthesis underscore name underscore underscore. All right. So basically, this underscore underscore name underscore underscore reference to the current module you're in. And Flask need this as is a mandatory data for configuration. All right. It is mandatory for Flask, so you can just type that. And then, yeah, you will use Flaskify this app. So 1 second, sorry about that.
huh? Is that Kahoot music? Isn't that supposed to be the Kahoot music of the winner's podium?
Yeah, apologize about that.
Is that your phone ringtone thing?
No, it is called.
Boyuan kind of sus. Boyuan kind of sus. Vote him out.
Okay, cool.
Vote him
All
out.
right.
He's kind of sus.
All right, then, so these are the two mandatory lines for configuring a Flask app. Now, I can just go ahead and start normally. All right. All right. So now here, I can say this. I can say at app.route. You can type this slash. So now, yeah, 1 second. I'm still trying to get out of that Kahoot thing. Okay, so now you will type this at app.route, this parenthesis, and in here, just going to go ahead and have a function definition after it. All right. All right. Okay, so does anybody know? Actually, let me just remove these two parentheses. Does anybody know what this is called? What is this called? What is this called? At app.route. What is this called? Does anybody know what this is called?
What it does?
What is this called? It has a specific name.
Is it like a route path?
You could say that, but I'm looking for a more general term, just in terms of Python, not just in terms of Flask. Look at this @ symbol. This is what we call a decorator. Has anybody heard of decorator in Python before?
Yeah.
What does decorator mean then? Vera, do you want to try to guess?
I think I've heard of it before, but I'm not really sure.
All right.
I
So
didn't-
you just imagine decorator as a nested function. Okay. This is kind of like intermediate to advanced concept, so I won't bother to explain more. But basically, you can just imagine in this case, after route, just going to specify which route. Now the function attached below going to render. All right. For example, so what is route? Well, for example, you have some URL here. So your URL may be going to be this: https://5000 hyphen some UUID, some random character like these, and maybe .region .github.io. Maybe that's where your Flask project temporarily live. All right. I mean, that's where your Flask project temporarily live. But the route is what comes after this. This is also called base URL. This is also called base URL. All right, so this URL never changed. But what come after it may be changed. For example, slash means index route. Slash hi means another route. Slash search is another route. So these are the different routes that define after slash or after base URL. Okay, that's what the route means. Okay, so for example, if I have something like this, so base URL slash hi slash hello. What is route in this URL pattern? What is a Flask route in this URL pattern? Can you tell me? Slash hi slash hello. Can you tell me what's the route for this URL pattern? Everybody tell me what does this mean? What does this mean? All right. So I mean route. So the route in this case is basically /hi and /hello. All right, that's your route. Okay. So just keep in mind of that. That's really important. Okay. So here we'll just type this. We'll just type app.route. I know we're just gonna say slash. So that's what the index route. Well, that's the main route, what the user see immediately once they visit your website. All right. And then here you need to type return hi. Another thing that you need to keep in mind of this. This is extremely important. Within each Flask function, so I'm just going to call this Flask function, you must have return statement. All right, you must have return statements or return statements. Depends on plural, which is return statement.
Okay.
A singular. All right. So basically, what this means is, if you think about it, no matter what, you must return something, so the machine know how to render. You must return something. All right. And generally, there are 3 types of things most common: a JSON response, a string, list / tuple. That's just some common thing that you can return in a Flask function. I also keep in mind that doesn't necessarily mean. Okay, that's a really weird noise on my phone. Okay. All right.
Probably just a glitch.
Yeah, maybe, I don't know. All right. Okay. So you can take a look. So, and that doesn't mean you only have one return statement at the end of the function. To return multiple places if you need it. For example, if you have if statements. So if something is true, otherwise something, then you need to have return statements in both of the places. All right. So this is just something you need to keep in mind of. All right. So does everybody have the code that I type of both?
I found a new code.
Ethan, please pay attention to the class first. Find Kahoot later. We will just play the Python assessment Kahoot. Please focus on the class later because you need to write note. All right, you have one of the most important tasks. Write note. All right. So let's take a look how can we run this Flask application. So here we can just type Flask. So let's go and type this. Let's type export Flask _debug in all cap equals 1. Flask run. Flask run. And let me go ahead and now you should see a pop-up menu. It says the service is available on port 5000. Click on open browser. Whoops, that's way too light. And now you should be able to see hi appears on the screen. All right.
Wait, what were you supposed to run in the terminal?
First type export Flask _debug equals 1. This just enable automatic reload upon saving it, upon save your file, so you don't have to quit and restart your Flask application. That's the point for Flask debug. It allows you to see more detailed error as well. That's basically what, and this is what we call a environment variable. I'll explain more later. And then you should just type Flask run.
It says export command not found. Oh, I put export.
Yeah, export is a default bash command. It shouldn't say command not found. I'm gonna give you guys a couple minutes to just set this up. If you have any question, just ask me, okay? All right. I'm gonna give you guys a couple minutes to set this code up, and then you should see this. If you indeed see, open up your browser and you indeed see hi with no
command
error.
not found.
What?
It says command not found.
What command not found?
Flask run.
You didn't stop Flask, it said Flask command not found. JSON is stand for JavaScript object notation. We'll see, do we have opportunity to learn that more in this class? I got a new Kahoot, isn't great.
You just said Flask run. That's all.
Yeah, just a Flask run with a space between Flask and run.
I did have a space.
Did it say Flask command not found? Feel free to share your screen, Kessler.
Wait, do you press what? Do you press open browser or what? I just pressed open browser.
Yeah, open browser.
There.
Oh, it's taking so long. It says nothing to see here. Port 500 didn't respond. Please make sure this port.
One
is
second. Okay, first of all, let's see. First of all, fix this place to Flask, and then change. And in here, this, and in your terminal, type pip install Flask.
Flask run. Okay. Okay, command click.
Rena, so that means basically okay, it's from Flask. It's lowercase f for the first Flask. Rena, so this is a development server to not use in production environment because development server gonna show the log to actually show the code that's bringing this exception in this error. You always don't want that happen to a production environment. That's what that basically means.
Oh, okay.
Right, Pip Install Flask. All right, so Flask run. Oh,
Let's see. Okay.
Huh?
You didn't save your file, Kessler. That's why.
Dang it.
Save your file first. All right. Kaiser, tell me if that fixed your error actually. Kaiser, did that fix your error?
Yes, that did.
Great. Fantastic. Just amazing. All right. Okay. So this is just a simple how can we render a HTML. One second, let me share my screen. All right, so this is just like how we can like render just some simple text. All right, some simple text. Okay. All right, so now what we're going to do is we're going to talk about how can we return a file with how can we return, excuse me, basically with an HTML template. How can we return HTML templates? Kessler, Ethan, Vera, I think you three are probably in my prior classes, should be. So do you guys remember how to render an HTML template in Flask?
Does it have something to do with console.log or something like that?
Nope, not console.log.
Sorry, can you repeat the question? You're kind of breaking up on my side.
Okay, so how could you render render an HTML template in Flask? What you need to do?
Let me think about it.
Yeah. Kaiser, do you remember how to do that? No, that's an HTML. That's a HTML extension. How do you render an HTML template?
Don't you use Jinja?
Yep, Jinja is what? Okay, Jinja is a little bit more like the code for HTML template. I'm asking how do you actually render an HTML template? So what is an HTML template anyway? Rena, so HTML is basically, so have you heard of HTML before, Rena?
Not really.
Okay. So HTML is basically the website language. So the language has helped us to build the web, essentially. That's what it's for. Okay. So HTML is what you see in the website. All right.
Do you use like a template tag?
No. Okay, here, let me just tell you this. So how do you render HTML templates is this. Actually, for those who don't know HTML, your today's homework is to learn HTML. So just gonna do it really quick. Maybe index.html. And then, so basically, if you take a look, import another function called render templates. And if you take a look, so render template, and this is basically just going to render an HTML template for you. All right, it's just going to render HTML templates for you. So in this case, if I go create a new folder, I could call this templates. This is where, oops, this is where, one second. All right, this is where all HTML, this is where you will store all your HTML templates. Okay, where you will type, receive all your HTML templates. And then what you need to type is this. Then in templates, you're gonna create templates folder. This is where all HTML templates gonna belong. And here I'm just gonna create index.html. And sometimes the shortcut doesn't work, but in here you can just keep it simple. Actually, let's just keep it professional.
Wait, can you go back to the app.py for a little bit?
Yes. I'm gonna type this, These are some HTML tag. Rena, and for those who don't know HTML, your homework today is to learn HTML. They are pretty easy to pick up, I can promise you. Right, Kaiser? HTML is pretty easy, right?
Yes,
Yes.
I'd say HTML is the easiest language I've learned still.
All right. Yeah, so easy is actually not really a programming language, but I mean, it's a language, but yeah. All right. So
easy that I don't even know if there's a word for it.
all right, so now if you check HTML, slash HTML, give it 1 second.
What's the code again? It says H1 what?
Here is the code.
The worst thing I like about HTML is just having to type all the code stuff in.
Yeah, these are some standard header code. I mean, once you get used to it, it's pretty much muscle memory. And if you're fast in typing,
But I
like
forgot how
standard
to make the
header, like the headers.
doctype.html. Like space something.
exclamation mark, then press tab. I'm not sure that still work at Github for me, so I just tap these manually.
It doesn't work.
Yeah, it doesn't work. I'm not sure. Maybe they put this feature out, so you have to type it manually now.
What?
Unfortunately.
That's just bad.
Sometimes I mean, yeah. Okay. I'm gonna give you guys a couple minutes to type these out then. And then what you should see is this hello appears. And be sure to put it into templates folder. And I can promise you there are gonna be some people who says that it doesn't work. So if it doesn't work, just let me know in the chat, okay? Arena, see, ask your dad, see if he received it, and send it to your dad, okay? Congratulations on winning the competition again. It's not working for you. Okay, Sarah, so could you share your screen? I'd rather to you to know how to do it, and then sharing snapshot. Feel free to share your screen.
Wait, I'm not done with the code. No.
Oh, shoot, unfortunate. Okay, well, it's gonna be back really quick anyway. Sarah, if
For
you can share your
me,
screen.
It was like the high part didn't work either. I'm pretty sure it's because like I didn't have the THEIA like files.
HTML, okay, could you share your screen?
Okay. I only have this so far, and like the high part didn't really work.
Okay, so okay, let me see how can I be sort of like a long fix. Okay. First of all, move this parenthesis with this yeah, just move it up to here. No, with not colon, not including colon. And then indent this line. Move it back here. Remove it from here, then.
So should I just get rid of it at
Yeah.
the index area?
Yeah, so just get rid of it. Wait, you still need to get the colon. Okay, so you still need to have a parenthesis and a colon. You still need to have these two.
So the index area still needs the parentheses and the colon?
Yes. But nothing inside of the parentheses for now.
Okay.
All right. Now I can unindent line 13. And then type something after the. Okay, I'm gonna reshare the screen and can complete. Actually, no, one more thing. Indent line 14 as well. All right, now I'm gonna reshare my screen so you will be able to finish the code. Great job.
And so were we supposed to do like a pip import Flask?
Pip install Flask in terminal. Yes.
Okay.
Here's the code.
I'm done.
Great job, Kessler.
Okay. Okay. I thought you were AFK.
Rena, okay. So as soon as you install it, don't worry about that yellow squiggly line.
I got a yellow squiggly underline for return and then on the render template.
Did you import the render template?
All right, there we go.
Yeah. All right, never mind. All right, so did everybody finish with the code?
No, I'm almost done though.
All right. And by the way, today's Kahoot question gonna have a lot of tricky question. Gonna have a lot of image, so you gotta squint your eye, just so you know. And pay attention to letter options. They are unordered. If you want to win only Kahoot, which doesn't really do anything, but maybe if you accomplish one, winning Kahoot. We're doing Kahoots. All right, once everybody's finished, we can we'll talk about placeholder really quick, and then we can go start play with the Kahoot.
I'm done.
All right, good job. So is everybody finished?
Yeah.
All right. Thank you very much. So now you can see you can render an HTML template. Again, your homework is to learn HTML if you don't know HTML already. Now what I will type is this. I will type, now what I want to do is I want to create a route where I just say hi to people, right? So here I would just say hello world by default. But then what I want to do is this. I want to say if I have an app.route, for example, /Boyuan, I want to just say this. That say hello, say hi to Boyuan, for example. And then maybe I want to say, just say return maybe hello Boyuan. All right. And then maybe if I have some other people's name, for example, Ethan, then maybe here I want to say hello Ethan. And maybe finally, if I have somebody like Kessler, just say hello to Kessler. All right. These are some functions I can implement. All right. So now if we take a look, here if I type /Ethan, you can actually see hello Ethan here. There's a /Boyuan. There's a Boyuan here. If I /Kessler, I see Kessler here, but if I say something like /Vera, you're gonna see, it says not found. Not found, because we didn't implement this route specifically for Vera. And I don't want to, because that's not because I don't want to implement a route for Vera, but that's just so time consuming. I have to implement each different route for each different node, and who knows how many names.
Go back to the code.
What? Okay. Yeah.
Can you go back to the code?
Yeah. And who knows how many names there are in the world. So I decided to delete all these code. And you can rewrite one route. The route gonna be with this placeholder syntax. Here I would say at the route /string :name. If I'm just say hello, take a parameter called name, and here we'll just type this: return f hello name. All right. Could copy paste a link. There is no link. But this is basically, so while you guys are typing, I explain what's just happened. This is a placeholder syntax. You can imagine this as a wildcard. It catches everything that matches this pattern. For example, slash Boyuan matches pattern, slash Vera, slash Aylin, slash Ethan, all match with this pattern. So all the code gonna get run. And then you can see I have a string, just means the type of it. The type of it. And the type is string, so basically it's everything. And let's go store this in a variable called name. And it's going to go send it to here. All right, send it here. And then now you can see the name just going to be whatever user typing this route, and just going to say return hello name. Let's take a look at this work.
Oof.
Let's see now, it said hello Vera.
Can you go back to the code, because I don't know if I typed all of it.
All right. Just Kessler, yep, Kessler. Most likely is because you have redundant function. Ellen, could you page your error to me, please?
Can you go back to the code? I haven't finished typing.
All right. Could you share your error message with me, Ellen? Ellen. Type your error message. Aylin? Okay. All right. This is the placeholder syntax. All right. Once everybody's finished, let me know. And we're going to play the Kahoot.
Kahoot!
One part of this thing, of every class, I would say.
Wait, teacher, are you playing the Kahoot? I forgot if you said anything about it.
No, I'm not playing the Kahoot right now.
Why?
Not right now. I'm waiting for you guys to finish.
Excuse me, could you scroll up?
No. But are you going to participate in the Kahoot?
No, because I participated in this Kahoot for the last session. So you know I have two same session. One's yesterday, one's today. So I participated in that yesterday. It's same Kahoot, so I'm not going to bother to participate again.
Yeah, then we can play my Kahoot. Ha ha ha. Don't know if we have time.
All right. You should link to me and then I can take a look.
I mean, like, I have this duplicate of this Python thing, and yeah.
Yeah, you can share with me. I can take a look if this is gonna be fit. Our concepts.
I pretty much learned everything here.
You can send to me the link that you sent me. I'm not able to click on it in my email. I'm not able to click on it. So you should.
I just sent it in the Zoom chat.
All right. Well, we're gonna play the old link that you sent to me.
The what?
The Python assessment one. Just gonna play on that Kahoot. All right. So this is a placeholder syntax, and you can try it out. /Kaiser, return Kaiser, / Ethan, return Ethan. So whatever you type in the route, it's gonna and whatever. All right.
Could you go back to the code?
Yes. All right. So do you guys have any questions or comments? Do any of you have any questions or comments? All right. So if you guys have any questions, feel free to let me know.
I'm done.
All right. Anybody else need more time? All right. Well, we're going to go ahead and get started with this Kahoot.
I put a virtual pen. I put a filter.
Well,
I love the
actually, one
Halloween music.
second. Try to join, see if you can join. So you guys join to this pin code 9682832. Oh, you can. Okay, good. Not sure why this is happening because I'm not gonna bother to redo it. Feel free to just join this Kahoot.
Those are the ghosts.
What? These ghosts? These are last week, most likely. I mean, not last week, yesterday's class Kahoot name. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Wait, I didn't enter the code yet.
Yeah, I'm not gonna start. We're gonna wait for a couple minutes and then I'm gonna start. If you wanna play the Kahoot, be sure to join.
There's some. Why are there like crewmate XD Happy Lemur 78 Wad Z Stus?
These are yesterday's. It's kind of restarting for some reason. I don't know why.
How do they make these?
I have absolutely no clue what happened here.
Teacher sauce.
YouTube. Fish is drowning. ZB. Harry Stable. Glorious Model D. Psych you. Frick you. Justin TM. Dream was taken. What the?
Sus.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and
Mustard.
proceed with a 20-second countdown. Unless otherwise anybody tell me.
Sus.
20, 19,
Red sus.
18. Ethan, keep counting from 18.
17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Kahoot, like a Kahoot, it's time.
Oh, good, get started.
So funny.
Which of the following is valid if statement and will print hello world?
I can't even.
Small, I can't
Squint your
see.
eye. Try to squint your eyes. You guys get 30 seconds.
Oh my lord, how am I getting?
Can I come back because my computer shut down on me. I don't know what the game pin is.
Game code is 9682832.
Wait, can you say it slowly?
It's right here. 9682832. I'm gonna paste it in the chat as well.
And done.
All right.
And for some reason, I'm in 41st place.
All right. Let's take a look. Yeah. Okay. So let's take a look. Who get it? What are these options? Okay. So can anybody tell me which? So let's see. Can you tell me what's wrong with option A?
There's no colon.
Right. So what error would it raise? Okay, that may be a little bit complex, but that's going to raise a syntax error. All right, let's see. Number B. Is there anything wrong with number B? Option B.
It has to be 2 equal signs.
Yes, 2 equal signs. It should be 2 equal signs. What does y equal signs mean?
You have to make it equal.
Okay, y equal signs is assignment. 2 equal signs are comparison. All right. Okay. Is there anything wrong with C?
You can't really use yes.
Right.
Yeah, yes is
This is not a valid keyword. Not a keyword. So it's gonna raise a name error, I think. Name error. Maybe. Number D. That's the correct one. That's the correct one.
It's
Number
not.
D. All right. Okay. Does any of you have any question? All right. Let's proceed. Oh, you're comparing with a previous class. That's actually going to make it more interesting. So this is maybe, which is like the what did previous class got? Maybe.
Oh, that's
Yeah. So like you can see that nobody got more than
we're
them.
losing.
Yeah. Let's see a class competition. Wait, what? How would you just wait 1 second? Yeah. Okay. How would you display the message "Hello World" on the screen?
Also, can everybody just turn off their videos for better share screen quality?
Yeah, maybe that's gonna make it better.
E.
E.
How would
Sus.
you display the message "Hello World" on the screen? Indeed, it is print. All right. Since most of you from the prior class and this class also get it correctly. All right. No image here. Print. Hello World. It's not output. Not print equals to. Not output function. Anybody have
Not
any
even a
questions?
comparison because it's print.
You can actually assign print as a variable as well.
Yeah, you can set print to a variable, I guess.
All right.
We're still
see.
losing.
We're still losing.
Yep. All
We
right.
don't want to lose.
Which of the following is an integer? And hopefully we can get this point back. See which class is better on Kahooting.
Personally, I do a Kahoot every single day in my school.
Okay.
I do not do a Kahoot every day in school, but even though that's true, I did make a Kahoot.
I made a
It's
Kahoot.
called the Random Facts Kahoot.
There's a Kahoot that has 1,000 questions.
1,000 questions. Never gonna finish
I
that.
believe you.
Yeah.
All right.
You want to see?
Okay. No more to talk about this. Print. Well, that's not an integer, of course. These are a variable, a function. 10.6 is a float since it's decimal number. Quotation mark hello world is a string.
Nope.
All right. Looks like we're still not in any places.
A fish is drowning.
All right. It's
Wonder what
Halloween.
fish.
Let's go. See if you guys can guess which one is me, okay? I'm playing in this ghost, so my username is one of these ghosts. What is a Boolean value? What are following our Boolean values?
Or do Boolean algebra.
Please excuse my dad for getting COVID-19.
What?
I was just joking.
Okay. Well, okay.
If come or do Boolean algebra, that's kind of a weird thing.
I'm not even sure what is Boolean.
Oh,
algebra.
they're both right.
Yep, true and false are both correct. Not much to say about it. It's not really a thing. 8 is obviously
I'm
not.
just saying.
Not is actually a string.
Yeah, not is a string.
I'm just saying that you could just do multiple choice.
The other class is so dominant against.
Yeah, still no.
Oh, you know what?
Okay.
I know what you can do. The constructor can just kick all of them out. You can just press on them and just press the X button, and then you can kick all of them out.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
We are
In
the
Python,
worst
with keyword,
class.
make the same step repeats over and over again.
This is hard, actually. Oh, I think I got it wrong. Darn it.
Image has some.
Ethan, you literally give me this Kahoot. You still don't know the answer? Well, that's kind of odd.
You this Kahoot? I didn't look at the answers in the first place.
Okay. All right.
I gave you this Kahoot. Oh, let me just take a look at what the Kahoot is.
All right.
I got
So while is correct.
First of all, I got it right when I thought I got it.
Choose loop. It's like equal now, 50-50.
Loop, yeah, loop is not a keyword. See, it's a really common mistake. Loop is not a keyword. Loop is what is. What's the concept? What is what we're saying in programming make the same step with that call. But if it's a keyword, since it's gonna either be for, while, and we don't have for here, they're gonna use while. Okay.
Wait, is anyone like in 6th place?
Me?
I'm in like 8th. All right.
I'm
I
in
just want to
20
confirm
seconds. Sad.
all these data are true. Is anybody above these points?
No.
No.
No, I'm in 3,000 right now.
So the information is actually correct. Okay, I'm just wondering, did the Kahoot just randomly generate some points? Okay. Well, another thing you can guess is guess.
A Kahoot randomly assigns points based on the time.
Yeah, I mean, this
Divide
one should
the
be still
time-
memory. Okay, well, since
What they
nobody
literally do is divide the exact time by the amount of.
Okay,
by the
so yeah,
amount
we know
of
that. We know
points for
that.
the time, and then mix them together. And then
Okay. Can we?
Kessler talk. Famous Kessler talk.
Sorry for mute all people. I have to continue with this. Okay, since
haha.
nobody.
Oh, okay.
Okay, since nobody are greater than this, also you can guess which one is me. Since I played this round, guess which username is me. Okay.
It's
You're
Halloween.
not on the leaderboard. You're at
It's
last
Halloween.
place.
You can guess whatever you want. Which of the following is a string Python?
It's a string.
Another tricky question.
A
Oh
string.
shoot, maybe not finish this Kahoot on time. Tricky question. So tricky, way too tricky, so tricky, so
You're
tricky.
saying it's
Things so tricky, but then you get it wrong.
Yeah, that's like what
So
the.
tricky. All right, 18 and I mean hello world and hello world are all correct. Whether it's double quotation mark or single quotation mark.
Always hello world.
What?
I just want to know, why is it always hello world?
It's probably the first thing that whoever created these
Why not? It's
languages.
probably like one of the most common things in the world.
In programming, this is the most common thing that you'll type in.
people don't really say hello world. a lot.
Wait, nobody is greater than 5,089 points? Are you kidding me?
It's not my fault.
Okay, perfect Python. Okay, that's probably one of you guys. All right. Well, it's gonna assume this calculated correctly. All right.
We're losing
All right, let's go.
badly.
It is stored in computer kernel, which changes is stored in a.
Come on, it's not versus us anymore. It's versus. It's not among us anymore. It's among these two groups who can
I
dominate.
don't care. You're still kind of sus.
What? No.
Darn it, it's a variable. Just kidding. It's not a variable. Maybe it is a variable.
The picture gives it all out.
Think about it. That is stored in a computer program with changes is stored in a variable.
The picture gave it all away.
There is no picture.
There's an X.
Technically, it's really a function, but
There is no picture, you guys. Are you
there is a picture.
guys,
Okay, anyway,
it's called
let's proceed.
integer?
Not time. All right, of course, nobody's. They're dominating badly, guys. We have to do.
Not my
I'm trying to get up, but there's always that guy in front of me.
You're gonna.
Which of the following is a valid loop and will print the user's name 10 times?
See it.
Squint your eyes. I told you already. There's no way for me to make it easier.
Okay, let's see.
Tricky question. This is a really tricky question now.
Oh, I know.
Lord, I can't even see this.
It's so tiny.
Yeah, I know, right?
Just squint your eyes. I told you beforehand. 30 more seconds.
It was a random one.
Oh, darn it! I got it wrong!
Oh, darn it, I can't see anything. Am I blind? I can't see.
You guys,
I got it wrong. I got
The
it wrong.
teacher is gonna tell the other class that they beat us so badly.
No, I'm not.
Not.
I'm not.
If
Well,
the
I mean,
teacher
I don't even
fails,
think about that,
then
but I mean,
he's
you remind me.
officially
The
somebody.
teacher is going to make the other class feel good.
All right, 13. We'll see. Maybe we can play something like that, or maybe sometimes we can make these two classes together and have a
No,
class.
I know what. We all go into teams. One team is this class, and the one team is the other class. And then the instructor is the judge, and we both create something that we both create, and the teacher judges which one thing he thinks is better.
We could do that, but we have to agree on time.
And then-
Okay, let's go over this. We don't have time. All right, who gonna tell me why option A is incorrect?
I can.
It doesn't add any.
Yeah, it doesn't add. So like it's like a forever loop.
Yeah, if
That doesn't add anything.
And like
All right, section C is correct, but why is B is wrong? Because it's using loop. Why is D is wrong? Because there's no such thing called lower than. All right.
yeah.
There is such thing called lower than.
Well,
There's no such thing called lower than Python specifically.
do you promise that you won't?
Oh, Alvin made it.
Alvin!
Alvin made it.
Alvin.
Alvin, congratulations! You are the first one, maybe the only one made it.
Alvin! Oh my God!
2 more questions. Which of the keep it, okay? Which of the follow would store a name entered by a user in Python?
We're so sus right now.
I'm just going to say, can we play a game of Among Us next week?
Why do we want to play Among Us?
No.
I really want to play Among Us. It's funny.
It is Among Us.
It's fun. And
It's
also how
fun.
many imposters?
Let's make 1,000 imposters.
All right, 19. Not much to say about this one. Congratulations. Woo, perfect Python coming out as well. Great job, y'all.
ZB. ZB is in
Two.
B.
All right, let's see. Which of the following will create a function and call it to display hello world?
Okay, this is much better.
Last question. Think about it carefully.
Oh dang it! I was gonna choose A, but I thought A was red. And like, wow.
Don't tell the answers.
Wah,
Don't
wah,
don't force me to mute
wah.
all of you. Or just a zoom in feature. You can just click on the image and actually zoom in. That doesn't exist. 30 more seconds.
And can they put like the answer choices in order?
No, that's why I literally tell you guys to read the question carefully. They're on order. Literally tell you before the Kahoot start.
Wait. Who's your other TA in your other class?
Same, Ethan.
Oh.
It's not me, okay? It's not me. It's the other Ethan.
All right, so let's go over this. A is obviously
Wrong.
is correct, I think.
No, I'm talking about like the answer A, as in like the first answer D.
Okay, well, answer A is correct. So not much to talk about that. Can anybody tell me what's wrong with answer C?
Wait, I'm gonna tell you what's wrong.
Run
with
hello.
You're not supposed to say run hello. You have to just put the hello thing.
Wait, can I annotate, please?
No, you can't. Tell me what's about B.
Really?
What's wrong about B is because it's
you
wrong
forgot
because
the
there's a
parentheses after
parenthesis on
hello.
the side.
All right, what about D? It's completely wrong. Okay,
Wait,
great.
hello.
Yeah,
because
it
literally
just sucks.
two
Like
parentheses.
nobody knows how to read.
All right, let's take a look at our final score.
At least I was in 4th place.
Happy Limmer, which is the previous class. It's Halloween, which is still in previous class. And Psyche, which is still in previous class. All right, well, congratulations. You guys completely failed this Kahoot. Great job. Great job to all of you. Oh, just kidding. Can anybody guess which username is me?
Like you.
No, it's Halloween. It's me.
Happy Limmer.
It's Halloween. All right.
You got the
Alright.
question wrong.
Yeah, I did. That was the image because I cannot see it. I cannot even.
Wow, teacher.
Glasses.
No. All right. Thanks for attending this session. Your homework is to learn HTML. If you haven't, have a fantastic afternoon. Get ready for Monday. Sleep early. Drink some water, and not get COVID. And that's about it.
What are we doing on Monday?
I don't get it.
Go to school, obviously.
What are we
What's
doing on
homework?
Monday?
Everybody,
Bye.
What's homework?
Learn HTML if you don't know.
all the TAs, stay here. I want to say something.
All right. The official TA or the other TA?
All of them.
All right.
Can we create another website?
What do you mean another website?
You created a website?
Yeah, can we create a website in class, a I don't know what, a clone of something?
Okay, okay, let me just put us in a short breakout room. I don't have really a lot of time, but
Breakout rooms are starting.
well.
Everybody's staying here to listen in.
Yeah, Ethan, you don't have to send a lesson note since it's exactly the same thing. I want to tell you that as well. All right, thank you very much. I'm gonna put you in breakout room as well, but I mean you can leave if you want to. Practically.
Why is it so dark where you are?
All right.
I'll join.
Me too. See ya.
All right. Thank you for attending. I will see you later. Ethan, what do you want to talk about? We're talking the breakout room.
That was just the thing.
Ethan, just go ahead, click on the breakout room. Join the breakout room, Ethan.
Yeah.
Oh my God, it's so dark now. Okay, 1 second. Ethan, just join the. Okay, there you go. All right, bye guys. Leave. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Thank you for teaching us.